Okay, let me get to the evening started. I want to say good evening to everybody, and I want to thank you for being here to the 6th annual Red and Gray Gridiron Group's golf outing and dinner fundraiser. I am Art Baruffi. I'm the president of the Red and Gray Gridiron Club. That and $5 got me a Grey Goose and tonic earlier tonight, but that's okay. I'm going to introduce, call Dan Russo up in a minute, but I want to make a couple opening comments. Number one, I just want to thank the other members of our group. Vince Luciano is not here presently. He'll be here later. But Vince Luciano, Jim Cavallero, and Jeff Medio, if you can stand up a minute and wave to everybody. You know, when Dan took over the program a few years ago, he really had a vision, and part of that vision was kind of reviving the Red and Gray Gridiron Club, and as an arm of the program that could raise some money for a lot of the things that are needed, very basic things, and that's what we do. I'm not going to get into a lot of the detail of that, but the money that we raise goes to the kids. It goes to the kids, it goes to the kids, it goes to the kids. And the success, a big part of the success that the program is having is because of the funds we raise. So I thank, it segues into my second thank you, which is to all of you for being here tonight. As I look out here, many of you have been here for all 6 years, 5 years, 4 years, but for several years running you have been here. We don't exist without you, so I want to say thank you to all of you for also being here. We'll give you a round of applause for yourselves. So. So on behalf of us, I want to say thank you to you. I also want to say every year thank you to the Bono family. Rob Bono, stand up for a minute, my man. Robbie has been a friend for a long time, a teammate many years ago. They are as generous and as grounded as a family in Vineland as you will find. And we have this outing here every year for a reason, and that's because of the Bono family. It's a beautiful place, and they treat everybody that comes in here right. And we want to say thank you, Robbie, to you, your staff, all you guys and gals here tonight. We want to say thank you to you guys, and many more years to come. The last thing I will say before I hand the microphone over is 6 years ago we stood up here and we talked about a vision, and we talked about what we wanted to happen and what we thought would happen and what if we all came together could happen. And I'm very happy to say 6 years later, after a couple conference championships, several players with scholarships, the list of accomplishments could go on and on and on. It's a credit to everybody in this room, but it is, as much as anything, a credit to our leader. There are great things. There are great things happening in the Vineland football program. You'll hear about them in detail from Dan Russo, but please keep doing what you're doing. Because it's working. This room tonight is a testament to the fact that it's working, and we appreciate everyone for that. So I will turn it over to an old teammate of mine and a brother of mine, head coach Dan Russo.
Thanks, Art. Appreciate it.
I don't have a seat though.
Right there. Hey, like Art said, I'd like to welcome everyone here tonight for our 6th annual, Red and Gray golf outing and honorary dinner. The Vineland football program thanks everyone in this room for your support. We couldn't do it without you, just like Art said. Words cannot express how grateful I am that all of you are here tonight, and it means the world to us. We're all here for this. Okay, City of Vineland, we all support the Vineland Public Schools, Vineland High School, Vineland football program, and all the athletic sports and clubs at Vineland High. Words, like I said, I can't express how grateful I am that everyone is here today. Thank you so much. At this time, I'd like Mr. Medio to come up, and we're going to all stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Thank you.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Medio. Okay, once again, I'd like to thank Rob Bono and his family for their continued support of the Vineland High School program. Let's give it up for Robbie Bono and his family again. Robbie's always calling me, what can we do? What do you need? It's very appreciated. At this time, I'd like all the former and present football players and football coaches at Vineland High, please stand up. Please stand up. We've played football at Vineland. You're a coach. Let's clap it up for these guys. Thank you so much. Look at that room. Beautiful. Appreciate you guys being here. Thank you. And I'd like to thank my wife, Misty, and my family for always supporting me. I appreciate you understanding the time it needs to be successful. Thank you. My two dolls are actually in the back helping me out, Kaylee and Brianna, with the T-shirts. And whenever they're going to go around to the tables too, we're going to do a 50-50 tonight, a $20 for an arm length, and then if you want a half an arm length, it'll be 10. So I appreciate you girls helping us out, raising money for the football team. Thank you. I'd like to thank the Red and Gray Gridiron Committee members. We have in attendance tonight President Art Baruffi, Vice President. Where did he go? Oh, there he is, right there. I'll put it right. Vice President Vince Luciano, committee members. Nice. And we have committee members Jim Cavaliero and Jeff Medio. Thank you so much. In my opinion, we have some of the best coordinators and assistant coaches in the country. They work extremely hard and are successful. We couldn't be successful without them. All of them are irreplaceable. I thank you guys so much for your commitment to the Vineland High School football program. Thank you guys. We have a lot of community leaders in attendance here tonight, and we really appreciate you making the effort to come out and support our cause. You know, the first person I'd like to call up here tonight to say a few words is the mayor of Vineland, Mr. Anthony Finucci. Please clap it up. Mayor Finucci has been supporting us since day one. If my memory serves me right, this is the 6th event in a row that he has attended, and we deeply appreciate your support. Thank you.
Thanks, Coach. First and foremost, Mayor, congratulations tonight. It's a wonderful occasion. Congratulations to Dr. Gruccio. You know, they say winning is contagious. And Coach, you guys have started to really prove that. It's been an interesting time that Vineland has seen, I would say probably over the last 15 or 20 years, with just things being topsy-turvy and the ups and downs of how the city has gone or how athletics has gone or how the district has moved. I can stand here before you today and honestly say I'm very proud of where we are today. A lot of people don't realize just how strong of a community Vineland is, and we see a lot of the same folks coming out for the same things and supporting. And you could just look around the room tonight and say, geez, I recognize this one, this one, this one, and this one. And it's important because he's right. Without all of us here putting money forward and coming out and spreading the good word, the kids don't have the advantages. And I'm happy to be proud and happy to be part of that at any point in time. It's an honor to be here, not just as a mayor, but as a resident of Vineland and seeing these successes. I like to joke a little bit with Mayor Santiago from Millville that right after our election and in November of that year, we took Millville out Thanksgiving Day, took him out again, and I'm hoping for another one. Hope for another one. Come on. Robbie, he does owe me 2 dinners here, so I'm going to keep running the tally. But anyway, it's an honor to be here tonight, and it's great to see so many friends and family members and people continuing to support. Mayor, I know you've been an advocate for this district for an awful long time, probably more years than you care me to share at the moment, so I won't. But you know, this is something great. To our board members that are here, the constant support that you have, and I serve there proudly with some of my good friends that are no longer there. Brian and I are kind of together with a lot. You know, sometimes we didn't agree on anything, sometimes we agreed on some things, and sometimes we agreed on everything. But the one thing we always agreed upon was the success of the city of Vineland, the support for our people, and making things move forward in a positive direction. And I'm very grateful for that, because serving on that board and learning what I've learned, I have a lot of lifelong relationships that I'm very proud to have. Thank you. And you know what? Just a lot of love to the coaches. You guys put a lot of effort out. I know dealing with kids is a challenge some days, especially with all the things you have going on, a lot of personalities, a lot of different conflicts at home. Not everything is perfect and pristine like it is in some other areas. I'm proud of the work that you do, and I'm proud of all the time and effort that you put in, because we couldn't be a success without all of you. Thank you, and God bless you.
Thank you, Mayor Finucci. Okay, representing the Vineland Public Schools Central Office in attendance tonight. You know, usually we'd have Dr. Gruccio come up at this time, but Dr. Gruccio is going to speak after dinner. She is the Red and Gray Gridiron Lifetime Achievement Award winner, and we're looking forward to hear your speech after dinner. Congratulations. You know, in attendance tonight we have Assistant Superintendent Mr. John Frangiapane. Please clap it up for him. He didn't make it? Okay. He paid. Thanks, Mr. Frangiapane. Human Resources Director, Dr. Joseph Rossi. I want to say this is 6 in a row for you, too. I appreciate you. Thank you. Business Administrator, Mrs. Helen Haley. Fantastic. And like I mentioned, we're going to have Dr. Gruccio come up after dinner. We'd like to thank the Vineland Board of Education members that are here in attendance tonight. Board President, Mr. Jeff Boardley. And we have board members, Mr. Eugene Medio, Mr. John Sabrana, Mr. Chris Jennings, and Mr. Nick Fiocchi. Thank you all so much. We couldn't do it without you. At this time, I'd like to bring up Mr. Boardley to say a few words to the audience. Thank you.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. It's truly an honor to be here. I golfed today for the first time, which is hideous, but appreciate Mr. Clay and Chris Jennings and Jimmy Haig for bailing me out on many occasions. The work that this coaching staff does with these kids is second to none. I watch it day in and day out in both the youth programs and in the high school level. It's truly remarkable, the young men that these guys are creating out of young kids. So to stand up here before you and tell you how proud I am of Vineland High School, this football program, and all of our athletics in general, it's remarkable. The success that Vineland has had in the athletics program and at the high school, you know, academics are top-notch for our athletes. It just speaks volumes for what this district is doing and how far we've come. And I've said it before, and me and Mayor Finucci have spoke about it. The success of our athletic programs are what builds pride in this city, and the pride that Vineland has shown in the last 3-4 years, I haven't experienced in my lifetime living in this city. So to Coach Russo and the coaching staff, and to all of our rec coaches and Donnie Robbins, and Mr. Elbuff and the rest of the recreation. Hats off to you guys. You do a remarkable job. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Boardley. Okay, at this time, I'd like to speak a little bit about our new principal, Mrs. Suzette DeMarchi. Congratulations. I'm looking forward to working with you this year and keep moving DHS forward. Mrs. DeMarchi would like to come up and say a few words as well. Thank you.
A few. So Dan said, you can say a few words, and I said, no, I'll say a little bit more than a few. So good evening, everyone. It is truly an honor to be here this evening as your principal of Vineland High School. First, I'd like to congratulate Dr. Gruccio on being honored with the Red and Gray Gridiron Lifetime Achievement Award for her dedication and commitment to the Vineland High School football program. I cannot think of a more well-deserving person than Dr. Gruccio for this award. She is passionate, she's dedicated, and is truly all about the students, not just at Vineland High School, but for all students at Vineland Public Schools. So Dr. Gruccio, congratulations. It is an honor working with you and for you. Now to our football team. For the past 2 years, I've been an assistant principal at Vineland High School, and I have observed Coach Russo and his dedication to the football program. In season or off season, and with the support of administration, he is always looking for various ways to move Vineland's program forward and works tirelessly to ensure his players excel both in the classroom academically and on the field. He loves his team as if they are his own children. For those of you who know me, I love quotes, so I'm always trying to find a quote that's appropriate, and I found one that I believe definitely sums up the football program at Vineland High School. Football is believing. Football is total commitment. Football is hard work, dedication, and self-sacrifice. Football is a team that beats with one heart. Football is mud, sweat, and drive. Football is whatever it takes. Football is what you give it, and our boys definitely give 110%. Football is brotherhood, on and off the field. Football is finding a way to win for your home crowd. Football is one goal. Football is Vineland pride. It is true when one hears that at Vineland High School, we bleed red and sweat gray. I'd like to thank all of you, and I look forward to seeing everyone at our season opener. Yeah.
Thank you, Mrs. DeMarchi. That was incredible. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, and we look forward to working with you. You know, in my position as a football coach at Vineland, you know, you need to have an athletic director that supports you. And since day one, Donnie Robbins has supported me, the football program, and every sport at Vineland High School for that matter. I will never forget you recommending me for this job, and I hope I'm doing a good job for you, Mr. Robbins. Please have Mr. Robbins come up and say a few words. Thank you. My man.
Thanks, Coach Russo. Congratulations, Dr. Gruccio. Thanks to the Board of Education, members of City Council for being here, Central Office Administration. Thank you for coming and always supporting our athletic programs. Every year, I think I stand here and I talk about Dan Russo and Misty Russo and the hours that they both put into our football program and our athletic program. So big round of applause to Misty for putting up with this guy. One thing that I've noticed this year is our coaching staff supporting the football program and supporting our athletic events. So coaches at Vineland High School, please stand up. be honored. Thank you. And whenever I'm in a room with Wayne Weaver, I always need to talk about Wayne and Paul. Particularly Wayne and Paul do a lot for our district on so many levels. And Wayne, just thanks for everything that you do for helping our students, helping our buildings, helping our principals and our administration. Wayne Weaver does an incredible job. Director of Facilities is Wayne Weaver. Suzette DeMarchi, been on campus for a couple of years now, been the boss for a couple weeks, months, or a month, but great to work with and looking forward for exciting things. And lastly, I'd like to thank Mike Brosh for playing in my foursome because he's a good golfer. Thanks, everybody. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Donnie Robbins. Okay, I was going to mention, like Donnie Robbins just mentioned, Wayne Weaver is an asset to this district. I really appreciate all you do. Our facilities are top-notch. As you know, last year we got the artificial grass, and we're very appreciative of that. Mr. Weaver saw that through. Thank you so much. Let's clap it up. Mr. Weaver again. I'd like to acknowledge the past Red and Gray Gridiron Lifetime Achievement Award winners that are in attendance tonight. 2013 award winner, Coach John Parentazzi is in the house. All right, Coach. 2014 award winner, Coach Keith Petrosky. All right. I was fortunate enough to have both of these men as my coaches, so I feel very fortunate to have them as coaches. Thanks for coming out. 2015 award winner, Coach Ernie Mercacci, the #1 fan. Every Monday for the last month, he's brought fruit out to the guys, watermelon, granola bars, whatever he has, he brings it to the team, and we appreciate you, Coach Mercacci. Our 2016 award winner, Mr. Brian DeWinnie's in the house. And last year's 2017 award winner, Mr. Eugene Medio. I'd like to give a special thanks to Coach Basil, president of our youth feeder program in Vineland, and the Blitz and all his staff that is here tonight. Please clap it up for the Blitz staff and the president, Coach Nick Basil. Coach Basil also coached at the high school, and we work hand in hand, and we're starting to improve as you're seeing it. It's because of this man here, over here, and his staff. They've sent us great players. Very fortunate to have him in Vineland. And lastly, I'd like to thank all our boosters in attendance tonight. Please clap up for all our boosters. I see all kinds of boosters here. Peter Campizola, Newfield Bank. Rob Bono. The Middleton family at Larry's Diner. There's so many here. Leon Subchuck, you still here? From Bella Limousine. There's so many boosters. We thank you so much. We couldn't do it without you. And we appreciate your support. You know, without you, there's so many things that you need to be a successful football program. Camp meals, pregame meals, scrimmage meals. Bye week, we have a party, the food for that. Pizza parties, camp t-shirts, and all the necessities needed to be a successful team. As you see up here, the school provides us with red and white jerseys. We have a couple extras, alternates, to get kids excited about going to Vineland. You know, kids at all these other schools had nice Nike stuff. They like the swoosh. We didn't have it in 2013. We've got it. The school provided us one home, one away. All the other jerseys are private donations, and we're getting another one this year, and we do fundraising. So we appreciate all that stuff. We're getting all the top-notch players. We've had close to 10 transfers in the last year from other schools. They're moving to Vineland because they want to play for Vineland football. Families are actually moving. They see what our kids are doing. Our kids are buying in. They're doing the academic piece. They're getting scholarships to college. They're supporting the school. They're supporting the town. They're supporting the other clubs, sports. That's what we're trying to create here at the high school. You know, and we're going to keep building. I feel like we're just scratching the surface. We're just getting warmed up. So at this time, I'd like to bring Coach Petrosky up for our invocation. We're going to eat, And then we're going to acknowledge Dr. Gruccio, and Dr. Gruccio come up here and receive her award after dinner. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. The food will be delicious, I guarantee that. Thank you, Coach.
Thanks. Sort of empowering to know that I'm the person standing between you and dinner. So anyway, let's bow and give thanks to our Heavenly Father, and we thank Him and we ask for His continued blessing for all of us, all the players, of course, and the parents, the coaches, the staff, all the people, the teachers, and the administrators, the board members, the city people, the supporters of the Red and Gray Booster Club. We thank you for all of your support in the past, and we thank you for keeping us on a focused level according to Coach Russo and his team's plan. And of course, we know that nothing can be done throughout anything that we do without your blessings and your empowerment. And we ask for your continued blessings on everyone here, on the Bono family, and on all the supporters of the Red and Gray Booster Club. And we thank you for all of the things that you've done for us. Keep our players safe from injury. And if you get a chance, give us a chance for another win over Millville. For all this, we say amen.
Okay, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Okay, I just want to speak a little bit about this award tonight before we honor Dr. Gruccio. Let everybody know what it's about. Okay, the Red and Gray Gridiron Lifetime Achievement Award is given to people in our community who are committed to improving the Vineland High School football program in whatever capacity they can. Thank you. Seems like a lot of people had a good time on the golf course. Okay, as I said, great. This award doesn't mean you played football at Vineland. It means that you supported the football program. Like I said, whatever capacity you could. Dr. Mary Gruccio was a perfect selection. There is no one that I know that has given so much to their profession as Dr. Gruccio has done for the last 42 years in the Vineland public school system. Dr. Gruccio worked as a teacher, as a principal, as an assistant superintendent, and currently leads our school system as superintendent. In my opinion, one of Dr. Gruccio's best attributes is that she is always doing what is best for the students of the Vineland Public Schools. In the last year, I've been fortunate enough to be involved with the VHS lacrosse team as an assistant coach, coaching the JV Blitz team, and I'm looking forward to coaching the VHS basketball team. I received some phone calls from people saying, wow, can you handle all that? After seeing what Dr. Gruccio is involved with, I don't feel like I'm doing enough. Most superintendents in New Jersey have 2, 3, maybe 4 schools to run. Dr. Gruccio has 16 schools that include elementary schools, middle schools, and high schools. In addition to those 16 schools, Dr. Gruccio is also responsible for the preschools in town. I don't think people fully understand the commitment needed to handle a job like this. Our community is very fortunate to have this superintendent leading the way. Let's clap it up. In addition to being the Vineland Public Schools Superintendent, Dr. Gruccio is an active community member within many organizations, such as the Dream Foundation, United Way, the Vineland Rotary, Chamber of Commerce Economic Growth Council, Leadership of Cumberland County, Cumberland County Board of Chosen Freeholders, Big Brothers Big Sisters, Eucharistic Minister at Christ the Good Shepherd Parish, and the American Cancer Society, just to name a few. In addition to what I've just spoke about, Dr. Gruccio is an incredible mother and grandmother. Growing up a house down on McLean Drive, I witnessed the two fantastic kids she raised, Lauren and Willie. Lauren and Willie were two of the nicest and polite kids in Franklin Heights.
How about the Russo boys?
We're getting to that. Dr. Gruccio, being the nice person that she is, even let the Russo boys hang out with Lauren and Willie from time to time. Not many people let that happen, just kidding. I was a nice guy. Both Lauren and Willie have grown up to be very successful professionals in the workplace. Lauren is following her mother's lead and is a teacher in the Vineland Public Schools. Let's clap it up for Lauren. Great job. I was trying to double check and make sure I got this right, but Willie is unbelievable. Willie has a landscaping business, Vineland Landscaping. He's involved with real estate, has a credit card business, and is a consultant. Excuse me. Dr. Gruccio's biggest accomplishment is her family. She's done a wonderful job, as we all know. Now, I could speak for an hour, and I don't think I could even touch all of the things that Dr. Gruccio has done in her lifetime. But I'd like to finish with this. Speaking directly on how Dr. Gruccio has impacted the Vineland High School football team. Number one, whenever we have any type of banquet or fundraiser, Dr. Gruccio is the first to respond. Two, whenever one of our players has something unfortunate happen in their life, and Dr. Gruccio is aware of it, our leader is the first to reach out to me to speak to me about that player and make sure that they have a card with an encouraging message to them to be strong. Whenever we win a big game, Dr. Gruccio is always one of the first to congratulate myself and the program. Whenever there is any type of issue with any VHS football player, Dr. Gruccio is the first to get involved if needed to ensure fair treatment. These are the qualities of our superintendent. These are the qualities of a leader. These are the qualities of a boss that an employee works their tail off for. We are very blessed here in Vineland to have Dr. Gruccio as the Vineland Public Schools Superintendent. Dr. Gruccio, on behalf of the Vineland High School football program and the Red and Gray Gridiron Club, I would like to present you with the 2018 Red and Gray Lifetime Achievement Award. Congratulations. That's right.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you so much. Thank you, Dan. I've known Dan for a long time. He was one of our ornery neighbors, but I loved him to death. And I loved when he'd come over and hang with my kids. But as ornery as he always made me laugh, and he never did anything that was that bad. He just was a little bit ornery. So. but we loved them. Anyhow, I'd first of all like to thank each of you who are here tonight and those of you who golfed for supporting our football team. It's because of all of you that we're able to do the things that we do, and I'm grateful that all of you took the time to participate today. Secondly, I'd like to thank those, especially my family and my friends, who took the time to be here tonight for me. It truly means a lot to me. I love you all, and thank you for taking the time to be a part of tonight. Thank you to our board members for being here, and for all of you, because you all are very special in my life, and I appreciate what you do for our children. Thank you to Donnie for leading the charge for our athletic department. And I want to especially thank the Red and Gray Gridiron Club for this wonderful award. I am sure there were many more people who are more worthy than I, but I am truly honored and humbled by your kindness, and I thank you so very much. I think the thing that I want to say the most is I want to congratulate and thank Danny and the coaching staff, because when Danny came on board and put this coaching staff together, that's when our program turned around. And it turned around because what they did was develop a team, and that's what we were lacking. You need a team, and in order to have a team, you need to show the kids how to respect each other, how to care about each other, how to have each other's back. But most importantly, they need to know that you care about them. And it doesn't matter if you're working with preschool kids or college kids. If they know you care about them, if you have their back, if you love them, they're going to bust their butt and work hard to please you. And that's what they've done with this team. And we're very proud of them and the team that they've developed. We're great. I've had the opportunity to get to know some of the players personally, and they're really genuinely wonderful. Every time I see them, they're gracious, they're kind, they always say hello, whether it's on the field, whether it's at a practice. They're really nice, and I know that they've been encouraged and taught by their coaching staff to show that kind of respect to people. And I truly thank you for what you've done with them. I want to also tell you that we have a beautiful turf field. And this is going to be the first season that these guys get to play on there. And girl, our kicker. So I hope you enjoy it, and I'm happy that we have it. We're now competitive with other people. So many people around us are getting turf fields. And so I'm happy that our kids have it. Many kids will get the opportunity to utilize it, and I hope they have a great season and they enjoy playing on it. And finally, I just want to say thank you to all of you again for thinking of me and giving me this honor tonight. I truly am blessed, and may God bless each and every one of you. I guess as they say on the football field, 1, 2, 3 Vineland, 3, 2, 1 family, and you have developed a wonderful family. God bless you and thank you. I just have one question. This is beautiful. I don't even know how the heck to throw a football. The only football I throw is my 3-year-old grandson, because I can beat him, so I do pretty good. But it's an honor, and I thank you. But I do have one question. Jeff Medio and Danny came over to a board meeting one night and gave me this beautiful helmet. And I keep it in my office and proudly display it. But I was looking at it the other day, and I don't know why it says reject inside. Are you trying to tell me something? I still love it. I will proudly display it.
Well, what's going on now is, I mentioned at the board meeting, when our helmets don't pass the test for helmets that's safe enough for the kids, what we're doing now is we're getting the shells, and we're giving them out in the community to some of our boosters, have them, and now Dr. Gruccio has them because you can't use it anymore, so they're repainting them. They're for looks. So you're definitely not a reject. I'm sorry about that.
All right.
But they have to put that on there. They have to put that on there by code and protocol so no one uses it. So make sure you don't put that on your son.
Okay.
Your grandson,
I did put it on him already.
Someone play with it. So now you have a nice football to match your helmet in your office, okay?
Thank you so much. It's beautiful. Thank you.
Congratulations to Dr. Gruccio. He's definitely one of a kind.